So the other weekend, we rocked up to a 5-year-old's birthday party. Fairy theme. Pass the parcel, the usual. And on the invite, right underneath, please bring a hat and sunscreen, there's a little note about photos. Which photos are okay, which ones aren't, where you can post them, where you can't. And I'm standing there reading the invite like it's a legal document, holding a $12 Kmart present, trying to work out if I'm allowed to take a selfie with my own kid near the bouncy castle. When did birthday parties get terms and conditions? Like, is there a checkbox I need to tick? I have read and agreed to the party photo policy. And the thing is, I totally get why it's there. I do. But it's still wild to me that this is just normal now. My mum never had to think about this stuff. She just took the photo, got it developed at Kmart 3 months later and shoved it in a drawer. Done. Hi, welcome back to Real Mummy. I'm Lucy, nurse, mum of 2 girls, 5 and 7, tired person. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about something that has made kids' birthday parties way more complicated than they used to be. And they were already complicated. Because now, on top of the food allergies and the party bags and making sure your kids don't push anyone off the play equipment, you've also got to work out the photo rules. Every party has them now. Some are on the invite, some are a quick chat at drop-off, some you just figure out as you go. And look, every family's different. Everyone's got their own comfort level, but trying to keep track of it all, it's a lot. It's a lot of thinking for a place that has a piñata full of Freddo frogs. So let's talk about it. The photos, the posting, the different rules. The fact that my kids have literally never been to a birthday party that didn't come with some kind of photo chat. So here's what I've noticed. Every family sits somewhere different on this. Some parents are totally fine with photos, post away, tag them, whatever. They love seeing their kids pop up on other people's stories. And some parents don't want any photos of their kids online at all. And they let the school know, they've let daycare know, they've had the chat with everyone. And honestly, both of these are completely fine. Like, genuinely, there's no wrong answer. The tricky bit is when you get 15 kids at a party and everyone's family has got a different rule and you're trying to take one group photo, and you're going, okay, so Archie's fine but not on Facebook. Mia's fine but only from behind. And Liam, wait, what's Liam's rule again? It's like being an air traffic controller but for camera phones at a party where someone's also crying because they didn't win musical chairs. And then there's me. I'm somewhere in the middle, I think. I post some stuff, not everything, and I try to check first. Mostly I check. Sometimes I forget, if I'm being honest. So here's something that happened to me, and I still don't feel great about it. We're at a birthday party, maybe 8 months ago, and one of those soft play ones, total chaos, kids everywhere. And my daughter and her friend were going down this massive slide together, arms up, screaming, having the absolute best time. And I got this great photo of the two of them at the bottom, laughing, hair everywhere, just pure joy. And I sent it in a text like, oh my God, look how cute they are. And she wrote back really nicely, really kindly, but she said, oh, thanks so much. Just so you know, we don't love photos and would you mind not posting that one anywhere? And I was like, oh, of course, done, no problem. But then I felt this wave of, I don't know, embarrassment. Not because she did anything wrong. She was so lovely about it. But because I hadn't even thought to check. It just didn't cross my mind. I was so used to my own comfort level that I forgot not everyone feels the same way. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's not that anyone's being difficult. It's that we're all coming at this from a different place. And sometimes you don't know where someone else sits until you ask. Or until you get it wrong. Look, we're totally fine now, by the way. She's lovely. We had coffee like 2 days later. But it was a good reminder for me. Just ask first. It takes 2 seconds. Okay, so here's where it kind of gets properly heavy. And I've been sitting with this one for a while. What happens when our kids grow up? Like my 7-year-old, she's got hundreds of photos of herself online already. Hundreds. Birthday parties. First day of school, that time she cut her own fringe and looked like a haunted Victorian child. I posted that one because it was funny, but she didn't ask me to post it. She was 3. She doesn't know what Instagram is. Well, she knows it's mummy's phone app with the pictures. That's her understanding of it. And I read this thing the other day. In France, they're looking at laws where kids could actually take legal action against their parents for posting photos without consent, against their own parents. And my first thought was, wow, that's full on. And my second thought was, oh God, what if my girls hate every photo I've ever shared? Like, what if my daughter turns 15 and goes, Mum, why is there a photo of me on the toilet during toilet training on your Facebook from 2021? And I won't have a good answer because I thought it was funny. Doesn't really hold up when it's not your bum on the internet. And I think about that now. Before I post, I try to think, would she be okay with this when she's older? Sometimes the answer is, yeah, probably. And sometimes the answer is, maybe not. And when it's maybe not, I try not to post it. I'm not perfect at it. So can we talk about the school events for a second? Because that's where this gets really real. Last term, my daughter's school did like a little concert, little kids dressed as animals, and it was just gorgeous. And before it started, the principal stood up and said, a reminder that photos and videos taken today are for personal use only and must not be shared on social media. And that makes total sense because there are kids at that school whose families have said no to photos for all kinds of reasons, some private, some not. And that matters. But when you're sitting there watching your kids be a frog, and she's the cutest frog you've ever seen, you just want to film it and send it to her nana. And you can do that. That's fine. That's personal use. But the line between send it to nana and pop it on my story is about 2 thumb taps. And when you're emotional and proud and your kid just remembered all the words to the frog song, it's a blurry line. And I think most parents are really trying to do the right thing. But it's hard when your heart goes, that's my kid and she's amazing. And your brain's going, but also maybe don't. So where am I with all of this? Honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out. Here's what I do now, though. I ask before I post other people's kids every time. Even if it feels awkward, even if I think they'll say yes, I still ask. I've stopped posting photos of my girls in bathers or in the bath or anything where they're not fully dressed. Not because I think those photos are bad, they're beautiful, but the internet is the internet and I can't control who sees what once it's out there. I still post their faces. I think some families don't, and I think that's really a valid choice, but for now, I'm okay with it. For now. That might change. And I've started asking my 7-year-old, can I put this photo up? And sometimes she'll say yes, and sometimes she says, no, Mum, I look silly. And when she says no, I don't post it. That felt weird the first time, asking my kid for permission, but also it's her face. It should be normal. So here's what I keep coming back to. Every parent I know who has strong feelings about this, whether they post everything or post nothing, they're doing it because they love their kids. The mum who posts the first day of school photo with a big grin and the too big uniform, she's proud. She wants to share that moment. The mum who won't let a single image of her child go online, she's thinking about things the rest of us might not have thought about yet, and she might be right. And the mum who got it a bit wrong, who sent a photo without checking first and felt awful about it, that's me. And I'm just trying to do better next time. I don't think there's a right answer here. I think there's a lot of love and a lot of different comfort levels and a lot of phones at birthday parties. And maybe we could all just keep talking to each other about it. Not in a big dramatic way, just a quick, hey, are you okay with photos? That's it. That's all it takes. Also, if anyone's got a good system for remembering which kid has which photo rule at a party with 20 kids, please message me because I'm using the Notes app on my phone and it's not working. That's me for today. If any of that felt familiar, good. That's why I'm here. Come find me on Instagram if you want to chat about it more. And if this episode helped, send it to a mum you reckon needs to hear it. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Real Mummy podcast. Remember, every mum's journey is unique and you are doing an amazing job. Please be sure to head over to our website at www.realmummypodcast.com to stay up to date with the latest episodes and dive into our recent blog articles filled with even more wisdom and stories. We absolutely love connecting with our listeners, so don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Real Mummy Podcast. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of our supportive mum community. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you got a topic you want covered? Do you have a guest you'd love to hear from? Reach out to us through our website or social media. Your input is invaluable and helps us to create the content that matters most to you. Thank you for being part of the Real Mummy Podcast family. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and remember, you're never alone on this journey.